A Tri-Cities lawmaker is sponsoring new legislation he says will protect drivers and protesters. You're watching News Channel 11 at 5:30. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Josh Smith. State Representative Matthew Hill of Jonesboro says his proposed legislation would prevent a driver who's obeying all the traffic measures from facing civil charges if that driver were to hit a protester. Carissa Winstead spoke with someone who had attended several protests and told us he has his concerns.
Josh, Sarah, Representative Matthew Hill told me he thinks this bill would protect everyone and says this is a way to encourage protesters to stay out of the roadway. But not everyone is happy with the proposed legislation. Ben Schaller has taken part in his fair share of protests.
I do express my freedom of speech, yes. I think in this current climate, now more so than ever, I think it's very important to do such things.
So when he heard about Representative Matthew Hill's proposed legislation that says if a protester is hit by a car and the driver cannot be civilly charged, he was concerned.
That to me is scary, the fact that something like that can protect somebody.
The legislation is if someone's in a car and they take due care is what the bill says, and that's a legal term, meaning they didn't do it on purpose, no malicious intent, nothing like that, and they accidentally hit someone, the protester that they hit cannot come back on them and sue them in civil court. Civil court is the key.
Hill says the point of the bill is for public safety.
There's been reports of protesters blocking ambulances, and it's just dangerous. And it's dangerous for the protester, it's dangerous for the people in their vehicles.
The fact that this is a law and it's even being discussed, it's interesting to me because it really hasn't been an issue before.
Justice, no peace!
Hill says he supports peaceful protesting and the proposal is meant to protect everyone.
People who are protesting, people who are in their vehicles, and it is meant to legally encourage people get out of the road.
But Schaller doesn't see it that way.
Already knowing that there's people who are willing to run protesters over and then a law that would protect them, that's frightening.
But Representative Hill maintains his legislation doesn't allow that. Carissa Winstead, News Channel 11, in your corner.
Again, Representative Hill says this proposed legislation would only cover civil cases. It would not apply to cases in criminal court.